Alright, y'all, so Love and Hip Hop Atlanta is back. And episodes 1 and 2 was given what it was given, so let's give it what we got. Alright, now this is gonna be a little different. I'm only gonna talk about the hot topics, cause bitch, I'm talking about 2 motherfucking episodes, and we not gonna be up here for 2 days talking about this shit, okay? Spice coming out the gate with the rebellion and the vengeance in her heart. Okay, so she performs at this club or whatever. She invites this A&R, and the A&R gets to critique, and it's like, okay, bitch, you may want to switch some shit up because you had shit working for you down in Jamaica, but bitch, down in the US, it ain't the same. You performing in small venues because people ain't really fucking with you like that. Either they ain't fucking with you or they don't know you, bitch. Either way, you're not making a big enough impact in the music industry. So, bitch, you may want to switch up, you know, maybe some things, maybe your look. She said, my look. What you trying to say? What you trying to say? And Tokyo was there not making it no better. What the fuck you trying to say? I'm fat, not making it. So what you trying to say? And I don't know what he was trying to say because he didn't really get enough time to explain. But I for damn sure know what Spice took from me. Because the next time we see her, she's talking about lightening her complexion. And then she wanted to argue that people who have lightened their skin and bleached their skin come out more successful. Bitch, the only person who I know who has publicly bleached their skin to that extent was Sammy Sosa. And bitch, he is not popping. So where do you see a success story? Okay, bitch, you probably would have done better off saying that people with a lighter complexion end up more successful. Because that's arguable. But this whole people who bleach their skin end up successful, bitch, who? Give us names, bitch. Sammy Sosa, again, he don't count. So mama took it even further. She went to the dermatologist, and the dermatologist was like, bitch, before you can even consider doing something like this for real, you need to go get a psych evaluation. And Spice was so offended, and I didn't understand why, because anytime you make a life-altering decision, you have to go through a psych evaluation. I'm talking transgender, getting your breasts done if you a dude, like anything that's life-altering, you have to get a psych evaluation first. This girl, what you, girl, like you too angry with everybody. Like she not judging you, she just telling you what needs to happen if you want her help. Girl, please. Mama say, I ain't got time to wait. So she went to the makeup store and got all the white girl makeup and plop, 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 put it all over her skin, and then invited Rashida, Mimi, and Carly up to her photo shoot to reveal the new look. And baby, Carly was stunned. Carly had stood there for about 5 minutes, not even knowing that Spice was right there. She thought a white girl was on, you know, I wait patiently for my friend. And then Spice said, like, right? Like, what is going on here, bitch? Like, you was chocolate last time I seen you, and now you transparent, bitch. Like, and then Mimi and Rashida show up. Rashida stopped in her steps. She was, what's going on? And then Mimi was like, what's going on here, girl? Like, what's going on? Like, she was concerned. In some kind of way, the concern turned into an argument of, bitch, I been black. What you doing is not called for. Like, da-da-da-da. And here's the thing. Like, me personally, because, you know, in the words of Funky Dineva, I'm black like this, and I like this. And I mean, by my skin complexion, I can't really judge dark-skinned people and what they have to go through because I've never been through that. I can talk about how it feels to be ostracized because you are gay. I know how it feels to be talked about just because you're black in general and you go to a predominantly white institution or, you know, you're in white company and you feel ostracized because you're black and because you're darker than everybody else. But as far as being dark-skinned, bitch, I can't relate, and neither can you, Mimi. You're bright. Rashida can barely relate. She's a brown girl, but she ain't a dark girl, okay? So she don't know what dark women go through. She can only relate until her little mark is met, and then she gotta tap out. You should have been like Carly, quiet as a church mouse and soaking it all in. But you wanted to argue the fact that it didn't take all of that. How do you know, Mimi? How do you know? Moving on. Speaking of Mimi, let's talk about her little storyline, which I hope is not her entire storyline for this season. Her getting shot at in this garage. Now, is it me, or when we saw the video clip on Rashida's phone, it looked like somebody had beat that shit with a hammer or a golf club or something? Bullets create holes. It wasn't no holes in that car. It was a dent and a paint was scratched off. So, mama, what's going on? And then you still standing in that house? Mama, we would have been gone. Me and my daughter, we would have been gone. Fuck how far Carly stayed. You offering your place and I ain't got to pay for a hotel, bitch? We are there. I know you got an extra room in that house. Okay, bitch? We're there. Like, I'm not thinking, girl, please. Like, you don't know who he know. You too calm for somebody who had been shot at, okay? I just, again, I hope this is not your entire storyline. It wasn't in episode 2, thank you Jesus, but eventually we gonna have to figure out who did this. And okay. And furthermore, I ain't never heard of nobody trying to steal no goddamn car out the garage. Usually when they steal a car, it's in a driveway and it's running and you got the car warming up or something. Bitch, they came into your garage. Why was your garage? Never mind. Okay. Because I'm starting to get confused like I was with the sex tape, and my confusion led to me understanding that this shit was fake. And I don't want the same thing to be your storyline. I don't want the same case to be for you, Mimi. So let me just move on. Scrap. Scrap is the last piece of the first episode because honestly and truly the first episode was lackluster. It started to pick up around the second. And I think VH1 knew that. That's why they gave us 2. Anyway, Scrap is out of jail, but he's in a halfway house. Bitch, count your blessings because I didn't know you can have cell phones in that home. And you taking videos, bitch, you updating, bitch. You got a whole docu-series going on, bitch, in halfway house. Hallelujah, boy. Use your talents the best way you can. You need to be in that rapping because I thought you was known for your rapping. So I would be in there writing lyrics, you know, like trying to get myself together, you know, so when I got on, you know. But you working at a tire shop, so I don't think you have time for studio. Because, bitch, when you out, you got to get your paper. But speaking of getting out, he was having the hardest time doing that because nobody with a criminal record could check him out for the weekend or for the couple hours or whatever. Now, when I say criminal record, y'all mean just felonies, right? Because, bitch, I got a misdemeanor and you mean to tell me I couldn't even pick up scrap, bitch? I mean, I'm pretty sure they probably wouldn't let me do it. They probably wouldn't, child, knowing the system. Anyway, turns out Scrap got a sister. A half sister, but a sister nevertheless, and mama record is clean, so she was able to check Scrap out, and now he can see his family and get him a little work visa or whatever. Child, I didn't call it a work visa. It basically the same thing, shit. He can work and he can go see his family. Hallelujah. But now we starting to figure out, like, why is it that only when I need a refuge do I find out I even got a sibling? Mama, did you always know this? And what the fuck is my daddy? Karen was like, like, oh, I thought he was dead, and I found out you had a sibling, but the thing is, you knew he had a sibling all along, because she got pregnant around the same time. Scrap and that girl is the same age. So what's T? Karen gonna talk about some, I don't know if she went through with the delivery, I don't know if she did. I mean, true enough, you didn't know for certain, but bitch. Moving on to episode 2. So I guess it's apparent that Shekinah is a part of the cast. I don't know what she had going on. You know, she had a little women's empowerment situation going on. Little stage, you know, I don't know what that was called. It was no backdrop. It was no theme. It was just a stage, some chairs, Shekinah, Kirk and Rashida, bitch. And they was talking about their troubles in front of a whole bunch of people. If it was therapy, where was the therapist? Like, okay. Scrap and his daddy. So Scrap gets the opportunity to meet his father, and he like, bitch, okay, I thought you was dead, and I found out you not dead, and I just met my sister that I didn't even know I had, and now I'm finna meet my daddy that I didn't even know was alive. Oh my God, my world is spinning. Daddy comes over, and the first words that come out of Daddy's mouth after he say, hey, is, you know, I had a stroke. You know, he goes immediately into trying to plead his case, excuse after excuse after excuse. And I'm with Scrap 100%. After he walked out, he was like, motherfucker, like, you just had this stroke 3-4 years ago. What about the whole entire 15 years of my life that you was gone when you was perfectly healthy, bitch? What about that time? What about the time when you was in jail and you was checking on your daughter, but not me, and you knew I was here, I came first. You was with my mama first. What about all that? What about what I need? What about what's best for me? What about me? That's Little Dream Girls for your ass. F it white if you please. Thank God for, Cicero, what's his name? The brother, bitch. I can't think of his name. The brother went outside and was like, listen, I understand you feel how you feel, but if I was you, I would take the opportunity to get my questions answered while I could, you know? You would really regret having this man walk out of your life again, and the questions you did want him to answer were never answered. So at least, you know, do that. And he was like, all right. So he went back inside. They chopped it up a little bit, and he ended the conversation with, bitch, call me Scrap. Nobody calls me Will. And I think he said that purposely because I think he's named after his father. And he was like, nah, I got kids, they call me daddy, and I've never said those words because you were never around. That's not my fault, it's yours. So I'm scrap. Carly and her man. So Carly and her man is cute or whatever. He was really putting on. I don't know if he was putting on for the camera, if he was just being super affectionate for the camera, or if that's just how he is. But I like that situation. I just hope this is it for you, Carly, because if you bring one more nigga on this motherfucking show, I'm gonna scream like, mama, enough already. Like, Lord, please, let this be the last nigga that Carly end up with. Lord. Mimi checks Stevie. So I'm gonna talk about the meeting she had with Stevie at her house, and I'm gonna talk about Faith all in one, just because I ain't got time to be jumping back to it, bitch, because we got more shit to talk about. So she checks Stevie at the house, and she's like, I don't give a fuck who she is. I want to meet her first, yada yada yada. And Stevie thinks she just spazzing, but I honestly believe if she's never met Faith Evans ever, then hell yeah, I need to meet this woman before my daughter do. Like, no, I don't think, either we need to meet her at the same fucking time or I need to meet her first. And if she's going to meet her first, even if you know this against my will, you still owe me the right to let me know. She didn't even know until Eva said something. And had Eva never said anything, Mimi would never know. Like, that's not cool. That's not fair to the mom. That is not cool. So she checked Stevie's ass, and that was that. Boom. She was like, set something up. I need to meet Faith. Here's my thing, though. Unless they edited some shit out, meaning you got some explaining to do, because when you met Faith, you said all of 2 words to her. You went right back into reeling in on Stevie. You need to do this. And you didn't think about the mom. You want to move her to LA. And the only time you really spoke to Faith was when she was chiming in to agree with you. Like, what was the point of you wanting to have this meeting if all you wanted to do was draw your attention back to Stevie? You just wanted Faith present? Like, you didn't really even meet Faith. Like, you got to see her, but you didn't meet her. Like, whatever. Pooh. So we meet this girl named Pooh. Don't know why, because her husband is ancient and it looked like she creeping on his back door. So why is she even on the show with people like this half her age? Because why? And then we go into the fact that she dates women or whatever. She do her thing because husband be out on the road, but hell, even when he home, they dibble and dabble and have fun. And I'm guessing they only bring women into it because most men are like, hell no, you ain't finna bring no other man into the situation. But like, I didn't feel it when Shamari did it, and I'm not feeling it now. If that's what you want to do, that's you and your husband's business. The world don't need to know that. Because it makes you look weird. Why the fuck are you even married? What's the point? Then we move on to Sierra, because Sierra is there too, and I guess they were asking her, what's the word? What's been new with you? And apparently she is still dealing with BK. But she is like, he got one more time, and then I'm done. Like, Sierra, you said in your confessional, y'all been dealing with some infidelity issues, but y'all trying to work through it. Like, why do these bitches keep staying with these niggas that keep cheating on them? Especially if y'all have nothing invested in this relationship. Y'all ain't got no kids together, y'all ain't got no businesses together. Drop his motherfucking ass. He got one more time. That was his one more time. And he gonna do it one more time, and you gonna forgive him one more time. And then you wanna, I just deserve the best. Then why do you keep settling for less? Like, Carly goes and sees Sierra, which is perfect because Sierra has a chance to fill her in. Now, while she was visiting with Pooh, Pooh was like,
everybody got an engagement party invite and I ain't get shit. What the fuck? Carly can't fuck with me.
And she let her know that. Carly was like, no, I don't fuck with her. We used to be friends, but we're not anymore. At first I wanted to be friends with her because I wanted married friends. And then I found out what the fuck she was doing in her married life, and I don't want to live like that, so Then you get in your confessional, Carly, and you call her an opportunist. So which is it? Are you not her friend because you see how she really get down in her marriage, or are you not her friend because you feel like she's an opportunist? Because you're giving us 2 different reasons as to why you're not fucking with this bitch. An opportunist, I don't really know if I can buy that, because even though I had to Google her husband, Hiram, whatever his last name is, he pretty known in these streets. Like, he pretty well connected with the celebrities. So what would she need you for if she married to a nigga that's got the, you know, the key to the city. Like, she really wouldn't need you to network or to, you know, gain fortune or to gain notoriety. She got her husband for that. Scrap and Karen. I was waiting for this motherfucking scene simply because I was like, okay, yeah, you beating your daddy up, but for your mama to sit up here and tell you that he dead, like, you need to hop into her motherfucking ass too, simply because mama was lying to you, trying to protect you, but you don't need to lie to me. Like, tell me the truth and let me decide what I want to do with the situation. So he confronted Karen, and Karen was like, listen, this is what happened. We was together. I told him I wanted a family, told him I wanted a kid. He gave me just that. But one day I came home and another woman was in my motherfucking house. So I got to play somewhere else. I left his motherfucking ass. Next thing you know, I was getting locked up. I was holding you in my arms and they was handcuffing my bitch ass. Wrote you letters, did this and that and the third. When I got out, I heard through the streets he was dead. I didn't do no fact checking. So I told you what I heard. Your daddy was dead. While you was in jail, I got to Googling because I was bored, found out that your daddy was alive, and at the same time found out you had a motherfucking sister. I didn't tell you because I just didn't tell you. And Karen, that's not good enough. You should have told me when you found out. Because if you deserve to know, then I deserve to know too. Just like he your baby daddy, he's my father. Point blank and the period. 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 I don't do that enough. I'm gonna start. Period. Rashida and Kirk, so they have their 19th anniversary or whatever, and they invite Cannon over. That was, it wasn't uncomfortable, but it was unnerving because it was just like, it looked like the first time, like he was not really reacting to Rashida. He wasn't really reacting to Kirk. He was like, He liked Kirk's daughter, but he wasn't, He was like, don't touch me, stop, do this, He, terrible twos, you know? And she wants to be called Shima. Like, I don't know what that means. Rashida, you gonna have to explain that to me because I don't know what the fuck a Shima is. But I guess that's what she wants to be called. Now, this whole pull-up situation, because I gotta address what Jasmine said too. The whole pull-up situation. So, Rashida was like, oh, at 2 years old, he don't need to be in pull-ups. He don't need to be in Pampers. He needs to be in drawers. Like, if he was living here, I think that was her way of treating him as if he were her own. She was not trying to criticize you, Jasmine. She was just trying to cope with it and deal with it the best way she could, because even though it's been years in the making, this is still a lot to take in. My husband stepped outside the marriage, he had a baby, and now that baby is a part of my life, and I gotta deal with him, that baby, and your motherfucking ass, Jasmine. It's a lot to take in. And forgive me if it takes me long. No, bitch, don't forgive me, because, bitch, I didn't ask for this shit. You gonna have to deal with the fact that it may take me a little bit longer than expected. So I think that was her way of just trying to make him one of the crew, you know? And then Jasmine went to Instagram and was like, if you got so much to say, then you need to step up and help. And right after the dinner, they dropped him back off. It was a lie. First of all, this is a badass 2-year-old who ain't listening to nobody. And this is my first time meeting him. So maybe she did say, okay, you can drop him back off now. It was like, I mean, he didn't come in with no bag, so I guess you wouldn't expect him to spend the night anyway. So, bitch, when did you expect him to get dropped off? And finally, Pooh confronts Carly because she did not get the invite to the engagement party or whatever. Carly like, bitch, listen, the things I did with you, I don't want to do no more. And when she said that, it was really open-ended, so it gave me the thought, maybe some of what Pooh is saying about Carly coming into she and her husband's bedroom may be slightly true. Maybe she didn't do everything that Pooh say, but maybe she did experience, because she was just like, I don't want to do that no more. I'm getting married. I'm not with that shit no more. And then you all touchy-feely with my friends and my boyfriends. And Pooh was like, bitch, what's the issue? You suck my man's dick and you got your tongue all in my pussy and my ass. So why I can't touch on your nigga? And that's when Carly was like, like, who do y'all believe? Hop in the comments and let me know, who do y'all believe? Because Carly was defensive, but, you know, like, why? Was she defensive because her shit was getting sprayed all over national television? Or was she defensive because she was like, bitch, you're not finna come on national television and lie on me? You know, that rage could have went two ways. So what do y'all think? I personally don't know. I told you I believe there may be some truth to it, but all of that, like, I don't know. But then again, remember, Jock was confirming years ago that Carly was a bona fide freak. So all of this could be believable. You know, like, we don't know. We don't know, but that was all episode 1 and 2 of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta gave. And make sure you are liking, subscribing, and that your notifications are on. same place, same time.